And just so you know, this Sunday, October 11th, Storm Hunters Knowing the Enemy has its worldwide premiere right here on the Weather Network. 7 p.m. is the first time. Now let me take you into this scene. I saw this video and my mouth dropped. Yep. This is for real. This is what happened yesterday just outside of Quebec City there. You can see snow on the roads. Already thinking for those people about putting the winter tires on. That's sort of the mindset that we gotta kind of get into. Now, thanks for watching the Weather Network. I'm Rachel Schoutsen. We'll start off here by taking a look at the cloud tops right across the country. We do have some rain showers moving into the Atlantic provinces. We also have the potential for rain throughout Alberta. This low here, unfortunately, it's really dropping in the temperatures today. It's bringing winds out of the northwest, and it's going to feel about 10 degrees cooler today than it did yesterday. Now, into Ontario, it's actually going to feel about 5 to 7 degrees today. We have the warm front coming through above seasonal temperatures. The potential to hit 20 is certainly there for many people in through southern Ontario. The next chance of seeing some active weather, it's going to come in with this, the cold front here. We're thinking the timing for this should be at about Monday, just after Thanksgiving dinner. So don't be caught off guard if you see a few showers there. But for most of the day, we got the sun icon there because it really is going to be a beautiful day. But 21, then you're dropping down to 14. So the power of the cold front, you can see it right there. It's going to live up to its name. Now, as we take you out into the Atlantic, yesterday was crisp. It was beautiful, a little cool, but a lot of sunshine. Today, you're losing that sunshine, though, as we do have this system pushing through. Some mixing up towards the Gaspé, northern portions of New Brunswick, just like what we kind of showed you in that video there throughout Quebec City. We could see some scenes like that. Cool temperatures. The winds are going to ease as well in through Newfoundland, but the winds today, they're picking up for places like Haida Gwaii. We still have wind advisories in place. These are issued here by Environment Canada. Now, stay with us here because coming up next, Safia joins the show and she's going to tell us the happiest place in Canada. If you're watching us from Sudbury, Ontario this morning in the happiest city, good morning to you. Thanks so much for being here with us on the Weather Network. This is Share Your Weather. This is when we take some of the best photos that you send us, so kindly send us all the time on Twitter and on our website, and we feature them here. So today, I want to take you into this. This is Harrison Lake. Have you ever heard of Harrison Lake? In British Columbia, in the Fraser Valley. Heather sent us this one. You use the hashtag Share Your Weather and look at a beautiful scene like this. The perfect reflection of fall there. So Heather, you get a personalized forecast. Today, what can you expect in Harrison Lake? Well, a little bit of cloud cover. The rain is going to taper off for the BC South Coast, and in Harrison Lake, you should be at around 16 degrees, and you'll see a few peaks of sunshine there. So a beautiful picture like this. I also want to take you into a place that's maybe, well, certainly is going to be a little hotter. Look at this one. Rarely do we ever get to share your weather from Antigua, but that's exactly what Randy sent us. Rachel Schoutsen, yeah, my favorite view this morning. My favorite, actually added favorite in there. He didn't even write that, but it's my favorite one. Beautiful, beautiful scenes like this. So maybe you're going to the heat. You're going stateside here. We actually still have heat advisories in place throughout parts of California. Extreme heat when we talk about the south here. Los Angeles at 34. You can even see Phoenix here at 35 degrees. So certainly warm in these regions. Now, of course, if you want your pictures to be featured right here at the Weather Network, all you have to do is connect with us. You can find me on Twitter here at Rachel Schoutsen. Use that hashtag Share Your Weather, and then maybe tomorrow we can feature your pictures right here on TV, just like Randy's picture here from Antigua. Now, I would love if you could stay with us throughout the show because coming up, we'll take a look at a few fall scenes, 10 stunning photos that prove fall is here, and also look at some of the best places to explore fall. And now we'll take you into your Long Ranger. We have all the details for Thanksgiving weekend coming up throughout the show, but let's think about getting back to work, back to school, kids. So Tuesday and beyond, this is what you can expect. And I like this map here because the jet stream, it's sort of just setting up, sort of giving us a little preview of what we can expect as we get into this week. So this is a pattern map here, and this really shows us what's going to develop in terms of our jet stream. We're going to see this ridge building into the west. If you live in the west, you know what this means. And then that digging trough over towards the east. So this is the zone here where we will see some more active weather. And then over towards the west, this is where we will see the drying conditions and also building back in terms of some of that heat. So you can see here, for example, Wednesday in Vancouver, the BC South Coast into the interior, even into Alberta as well. nice dry conditions, and that really is going to be the stretch of the next 7 days. I'll show you Calgary in a second here. Kamloops, look at this, at 19, Vancouver at 17, even Calgary doing okay at 14. That's pretty much where you should be for this time of year. And you can see that dry weather, it just stretches right across the prairies as well. We're not talking about an overwhelming amount of heat here. Places like Dauphin only 10 and Winnipeg 12, but pretty much seasonal. This is okay. Remember, we're into mid-October now. Now, for example, Calgary 7-day, this is a really nice example of what a ridge in the jet stream can do, essentially keeping you warm and keeping you dry over the next 7 days. Now, let's transition and go over into that digging trough. This is what we're seeing over the east, and you can see the conditions not as perfect here, a little more unsettled. You can see Wednesday, for example, some scattered showers across Cape Breton Island and heading in through Newfoundland. We'll see that in the 7-day forecast as well. For example, Charlottetown, some hit and miss showers here, and same thing into Ontario. Best chance of getting some showers looks to be about Thursday. You can see that more widespread towards the north, and unfortunately temperatures, they're going to be seasonal. Yeah, it snows in October. We're seeing mixing this morning along the Gaspé. Even northern portions of Alberta this morning have the potential for mixing. It certainly is there. Nordegg, Alberta has already seen snowfall warnings. Yesterday, Cartwright. So it certainly is happening. If you live maybe in southern Ontario, yeah, you don't believe it because you really haven't seen anything too cool just yet. But snow, yeah, it's in the forecast for many. We'll talk about these details all coming up. But first, let's focus in on today, on Sunday. This low here, this is bringing down the temperatures. Yesterday was well over 20 degrees throughout southern Saskatchewan into southern Manitoba. Today, the cool down begins. Winnipeg, you're still holding on to 24 here. You can see that with some rain showers possible into the afternoon, very likely actually, but your temperatures are going to fall as we get into Monday. This cold air is working its way across the prairies. Saskatchewan, Alberta, you'll be feeling that today. So we can see it here this evening, 10 in Calgary, 10 in Regina, where yesterday temperatures were, well, into the evening, still in the high teens. Now the snow, we were talking about the snowiest falls. Okay, here's the proof. This is the cumulative snowfall in through this week. So it is much up to the north, yes, but you can see it here coming into play in the foothills, also in the coastal mountains and some of the higher elevations, northern Saskatchewan, northern Manitoba. Yeah. Snow is falling. It's here, guys. Now, as we talk about the pattern, this is the setup. Overall, we'll talk more about this in the Long Ranger, actually. We're going to see this building ridge, warm, dry, and also this digging trough. That's the pattern as we get through this week. Now, coming up next, we're going to take you to Shanghai in our latest time lapse. But today, the rains will be easing. Tonight, though, that's when you'll see the third system in with this come into play for the BC South Coast. The central and the north coast, the rain continues for you today. Places like Terrace, you've seen about 100 millimeters of rain. So as we take a look at the accumulative rainfall, you can see here that second low, or third low, pardon me, continues to come in Sunday, overnight, and into Monday. And again, really increasing those rainfall totals up and down the coast. 15 to 20 millimeters of rain, Vancouver. That's what you can expect overnight and in through Monday. Now, the wind warnings, they're still in place, especially as the third low starts to approach the coast. This is really going to ramp up some of those winds for places like Haida Gwaii and Prince Rupert. We could see wind gusts here close to 130 kilometers an hour. So extremely gusty here, and that's why the warnings still remain in place. What we are going to see on the other side of the Rockies is that low is developing right now, and that's going to track across Edmonton up towards Grand Prairie. It's going to bring in some rain showers as well in through the prairies, but it's also going to bring winds from the northwest in behind that. So that's why yesterday Calgary was over 20, and today just 14. And you can see that low as it continues to track through. This is going to bring some light rain showers today and through Saskatchewan and even into Manitoba. Manitoba, Winnipeg, your cool down is going to come into play on Monday. You can see this afternoon. You can see where the cold air is and where it's still just getting to. So places like Kindersley at 12, but then you have Moosomin here at 20. So you can see that cold air just continuing to rush as it makes its way further east across the prairie provinces. Winnipeg still here at 24, but those light rain showers are moving through. Dauphin, Brandon at 22. You can expect it to be a little cooler, especially as we get into tomorrow. Now, our story into Ontario. Beautiful conditions today. Warm air is moving through, and look at this map. Pretty much nothing's going on today. High pressure is in place. Wonderful conditions here. We do have this low that's going to approach into Monday. See that? That's the cold front right there. What's the timing on this? This is likely to move in just after Thanksgiving dinner for Monday, bringing in some light rain. Now, coming up next, we'll take a look at the Monday forecast plus some of the best pictures of the fall. Okay, Kate McDonald said it right there. Fall can be tough, but I want to show you why fall is awesome. So thanks for tuning into the Weather Network here. I'm Rachel Schoutsen, and we're going to start off with a scene like this. Algonquin Park in Ontario, already over 60% change when it comes to the leaves. So here, this is a great article online at theweathernetwork.com. It shows you each region in Canada and some of the best places to go to see the fall foliage. So for example, here in Prince Edward Island, you want to go to the Confederation Trail, Nova Scotia, the Cabot Trail, or the Cape Breton Highlands National Park. So you have to check this one out online at theweathernetwork.com. And we also have this, if you're still in denial about fall, 10 stunning photos that prove fall is here. Just take this one in. Look how beautiful this is. Camrose, Alberta. We'll also take you into Saskatchewan, Springside, Saskatchewan here. Just wonderful scenes into BC. This is Bridge Lake. Fall is beautiful right across the country. Now, happy Thanksgiving. Many people celebrating that today with a turkey dinner or turkey lunch. Now into tomorrow, Thanksgiving Monday. This is what you can expect weather-wise right across the country. We should see some rain in through northwestern Ontario, and we're watching a cold front. This is going to sweep through the south. We'll have more details on this, plus the warm-up across the west. That's all just ahead. Well, if you want to do some fall time cleanup outside in the yard today, perfect day to do so in through southern Ontario. Look at this, 21 for the city of Toronto, 18 in Montreal, southern Quebec, also in an ideal spot. We will see the rain showers move through southern Manitoba, spotty stuff in through southern Saskatchewan, and a cooler day today in through Calgary. Only 14 degrees, 14 in Vancouver as well, but today you are seeing a break from the rain. Next system comes in tonight.